Good afternoon, Professor Aaron. We are the elite experts. This is our consumer persona off of Bobby's Bike Hike. I'm Kevin.
I'm Amir.
I'm Brianna.
And I'm Georgia.
So, what is a consumer persona and how do we create one? So, in order to create a consumer persona, we need the person's name, details of their demographics, behavioral traits and interests, and we must understand their goals, pain points, and buying patterns. The purpose of a consumer persona is to craft marketing messages targeted specifically to them, and it pilots product development to your brand and social channels.
So start off with our first persona profile, we have Robert. He's a 21-year-old full-time college student at DePaul University. He's studying business marketing and culinary arts. He also works part-time on campus and commutes to DePaul using CTA. He enjoys going out on the weekends when he's not working or studying, and he always likes to try new things. And how he found out about us, a good friend of his referred to him that went on a tour with his family. And he also read outstanding reviews on TripAdvisor. Some of his pain points are it must be a reasonable price and the quality of the food and bikes must be there. What he wants to know, the experience he'll be getting on the tour, if there's any college student discounts that are offered, how much he'll be paying and where they'll be going on this tour. What he doesn't want an expensive overpriced tour. He is a full-time college student, and he's also working part-time, so he doesn't want to be discouraged by the tour due to the price. And why he buys from us, he's looking for fun activities to do with his friends and family on his day off to catch a break. He likes to get some fresh air and exercise also, so this would be a great opportunity for Robert. Moving on to her persona profile number 2, we have Karen. She's 37 years old. She's a reputable small business owner in Lincoln Park. She's in entrepreneurship and wishes to expand her business. She owns a healthy smoothie bar and commutes face-to-face, or she's available on email and Zoom. She's very family orientated and has many friends. She also hosts events promoting her smoothie business, and she also offers free dieting plans to her loyal customers. How she found us, she was actually referred by one of her loyal customers, and she was searching on the website when she was wanting to book tickets, and she found lots of useful info on the site. Some of her pain points, she wants the tour to be knowledgeable, and she wants the tour to be entertaining and joyful. What she wants to know are reviews from the past customers, the type of exercise she'll be getting, the places she'll be visiting, as well as if there's any group deals for her friends or family. What she doesn't want a boring tour. She's a very outgoing person, so she's definitely looking forward to having some fun. And she doesn't want any harm towards her family. Why she buys from us, her family is visiting out of town and she wants to take them around Chicago, and Bobby's Bike Hike was one of the highly reviewed tour guides on TripAdvisor.
Okay, so this is our last persona. This is Charles. He's 67 years old. He's a grandfather. He has 3 grandchildren and he has 2 children. He spends a lot of his time spending time with his grandchildren, taking them on adventures and caring for them. He likes to get outside. He found Bobby's Bike Hike by one of his children, one of his middle-aged children, referred Charles to this tour. Some pain points is that he is a senior citizen, so he wants to feel welcomed on the tour. Just like so people don't discriminate on his age. He definitely values accommodations for seniors. So if there's like electric scooters or comfortable bikes, he definitely values that. And he does want a reasonable price. He doesn't want to be discouraged as well because of the price, because he is retired right now. And then he wants to know if it is a safe and comfortable tour. He did get a hip replacement, so he wants to make sure he's safe and doesn't injure himself even more. And he does have the 3 grandchildren, so he would like to know if there are age requirements for these bike tours, and if there are, what does Bobby's Bike Hike recommend? the age group, the age limit for the tours. And then, yeah, definitely the type of bikes used on the tours is definitely a big question he wants to know about. He definitely wants to make sure that they're comfortable and safe. And then he does not want a long tour just because of his hip replacement. He doesn't want to be at risk for too long, but he still does want to have a good time with his grandchildren. So, but he doesn't want like a big long tour just because of that. And then he buys from Bobby's Bike Hike because he just wants to spend time with his grandchildren, and they are young, so they want to get to know. He wants them to get to know Chicago and the city, and it would just be a great experience for all of them. And then moving on, the written personas is first we had Robert, which is he's 21. He's a college student at DePaul who is studying marketing, and we said that he enjoyed spending time with his friends. He spends a lot of his time working and studying, but he looks forward to doing fun things on the weekends when he doesn't have work or school. He likes to spend time outside, and he hopes to find something adventurous. That's why he's willing to do this tour. And then next we have Karen, who is 37. She's a local business owner in Lincoln Park. She has 2 children, and she definitely spends a lot of her time working with her smoothie business. That takes up a lot of time. So she definitely values her money and time. She is adventurous. She loves to go bike riding. She goes bike riding like 2 to 3 days a week. And she definitely lives a healthy lifestyle, and she loves the outdoors. And then next we have Charles. He's 67 years old. He's retired, and he's a grandfather who loves his grandchildren and spends lots of time with them. He loves to take them on adventures and just be a really fun grandpa. He did get the hip replacement recently, and he doesn't want he doesn't get a chance to go out much, so he wants to do something fun with his grandchildren at least, and have a good time with them and spend time with them. So yeah, he's just looking for something fun and productive to do with his grandchildren this summer.
Okay, so based on the consumer persona profiles, we've created Venn diagrams categorizing each person based on if they need our offering, if they're interested in our learning or interested in learning about our offering, or if they can afford our offering, or even all 3. So for Robert, since we said that he's a college student, we would say that he needs the offering just to be able to get out of that zone environment of being stressed about school and work, and just have to be able to spend time with his friends. Since he commutes every day, he wants to be able to get out of that zone and be able to just take his mind out. So we would say he does need our offering, and he's also interested in it because he likes learning about new things, trying new things, and being on a bike ride would definitely show him around. And not only that, but if he's a culinary arts major, so he wants to be able to learn about like the foods that are hot in Chicago and take in the food tour and the biking tour together with his friends. On the other hand, Karen, she is categorized in all 3 of them, just because she did mention that she wants to be able to expand her business, and Chicago is like a big opportunity for her to analyze the places there, the environment there, be able to do test samples there, and that would be a good experience for her to know whether or not Chicago is for her. She's interested in it just because her family is coming over, and she wants to be able to give them the experience of a city that she's nearby, and being able to spend time with her family through that biking tour would probably make a very big memories for them and great memories with them. And she is a business owner. She can definitely afford Bobby's Bike Hike based on like whatever expense she needs to pay for her family to be able to have a good time. For Charles, we also said that he does need it just because he's been in home, like based on the surgery that he had for his hip replacement. So he needs to come out. He needs to get some fresh air and be able to have that experience of like, I mean, not having to be on a bike, but being able to have something comfortable with him that he can experience to live Chicago in a more vivid way and through a bike tour, or like something that's motor that won't make him work on it a lot. He's also interested because of his children, his grandchildren that are always with him, and he wants to be able to take them out, even though he can't do much. A biking tour would help him be able to take the kids out and explore the city. So what's next for our client? Based on what we encountered on the persona profiles, we said that in order to reach our goals, we suggest that our client, in regards to a college student, we say that he should make an easily accessible app, also a live map of the route that they will be taking in the tour, advertisements on campus, and discounts for college students for them to be able to afford it. For Karen, the middle-aged businesswoman, she would also benefit from having an accessible app, group deal promotions for the family, unique selection of food and attractions, and also including additional route trails for biking groups, for example, a Lakeshore Drive. And in regards to Charles, the retired grandfather, we said that comfortable and safe bikes would definitely benefit them. Electric scooters would be like a big option, and senior discounts for them would definitely be beneficial for them too. Individual routes for them, like that are convenient and safe for them, since they are or can be at a slower route, pace, would definitely be convenient for them as well. Thank you, Professor, for being able to listen to our presentation based on our consumer persona on Bobby's bike hike.
Thank you, Professor.
Thank you.
Thank you, Professor.